What does he do, Jade?
He promises this crazy bitch that he will come to her first if he is ever overcome with the need. Like, okay, you have a free pass from the palace and technically from Pasha, from everybody, to go do whatever you want, and you have a super easy way to turn her off. Even if you don't actually go do some fucking, you could be like, hey, I'm doing some fucking. She's not going to like it. It's going to upset her, and it may throw the balance off, but she doesn't have like a leg to stand on, really, with the palace. If she bitches to anybody, they're going to be like, tough shit.
Yeah, that's the way it works. But that would be lying, Jade. Lying is bad.
You could even go so far as to say, I feel uncomfortable taking that step with me and you because we have to have such a close relationship and I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm going to go pump some ladies in the city and not have a problem with you. That's how this is going to go. And she would be disappointed and upset, but she has no real reason to be mad.
Yeah, I mean,
his head.
That's the norm there.
The right head.
The right head. Yeah, not that one.
Or at the very least, or he could, whatever, go do it. I don't care. I mean, maybe we do, because, we know the whole Kaylin thing. But
we don't want him to do that because of Kaylin, right?
Right. But I'm just saying, he's having a struggle with his self-control, and he's thinking about Pasha and be like, oh, my will is really weak. And so if he was going to, I would rather it be a random person instead of Pasha. That's all.
It's still weird. But since the palace is giving him unending money anyways, he is going to use it against them. And Richard... This is the actual beginning of the montage because he gets really fucking busy. He starts frequenting the taverns. He buys all of the drinks for the guards, all of them that they can handle, which I'm assuming is a lot. He learns their names, their backstories. He just becomes really good friends with these guys. He always chats up the guards when he's walking through the palace, especially near the places that he can't go. He's getting buddy-buddy, and he would loan money out to these guys if they needed it. And he could also manage, trades and get stuff that they couldn't get for themselves.
Yeah.
Drugs, right? Obviously, that's what that is. He's a drug dealer now.
Chocolates or drugs or whatever.
Chocolates, yes.
Yeah.
You got this stuff? Hell yeah, man. Milk chocolate. $50. So, two of the guards, though, they won't warm up to him. Well, obviously, because he's buttering up all the fucking guards.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
If you're a good guard, you're like, that guy's trying to get some shit, obviously. So Richard resorts to doing something that would probably work with most guys, I'm assuming. He buys them 2 women each.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to buy you a good night, guys.
He just shows up with 4 ladies and is like, hey, I know you're working right now, but in an hour and a half, I got all the beer you can drink and these 4 lovely creatures here. If you want. If not, fine. I'll just spend the night with them. But you could. And of course, they're not Richard, so they're like, yeah, no, we like that. Let's do that thing.
Well, and when they're suspicious, he presents it in such a way, he's like, hey, the palace is guarded by you guys all fucking day. They should pay to put somebody underneath you when you're done standing.
Yeah, when you're ready to lay down.
Yeah.
And Richard ends up striking a deal with the madam at the brothel to we're going to start this deal. You come in, you get a free girl as long as you say you're friends with Richard Cypher.
Yeah. He makes them say it so they can believe it in their heart.
Yeah, they got to say it out loud. So, I believe it right now. I'm telling you. I'm going to believe it real good for about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, so he's got a retainer for all these guys to get off.
He's a pimp!
Yeah.
Richard Rawl is a pimp!
Yeah, he's working. Got some working girls underneath him. In a way.
What was amazing to me is it only took him 2 weeks to set all this up.
Yeah, he hasn't been there very long at all.
He walked in and went, people are fucking. Yeah, I can probably make money off that. Easy. Speaking of easy, do you know what's real easy, Jade?
I don't know. What's easy, Nate?
This isn't a leading question at all. It's drinking beer.
Oh!
Drinking beer is insanely easy.
Is it? It's time for the beer break, then?
It is.
Yay!
And I was going to say, it's especially easy when you're drinking peanut butter cup milkshake stout. I'm going to say that again, just so you can all enjoy that. Peanut butter cup milkshake stout. It's a stout brewed with peanuts, milk sugars, cocoa nibs. Nobody's surprised that it is the most delicious thing I have ever tasted.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm actually going to dial that back, but it is fucking fantastic. I love sweets. I do. Chocolate and peanut butter is the best. My favorite cookies are the chocolate ones with little peanut butter chips, and oh, it's so good. So this beer is naturally right up my alley.
Yeah.
I have had some other beers that are better peanut butter flavor-wise, and I know that sounds weird to some of you. They're like, disgusting. No, it's good. It's good, you guys. It's just like a thin milkshake, and it's peanut butter cup. Like, it's delicious.
It kind of reminds me of the No Rules peanut butter cup with less booze.
Yeah, less of the heat.
But again, this is from the Rochester Mills pack. It's 5.5%, and it tastes fucking good.
So if you see this around, you guys need to do yourself a favor and scoop it up. You'll thank me. We're going to get an entire influx of emails and texts and social media
Buzz.
Yeah, ats on Twitter saying, holy fuck, you guys were right. And you know what? I'm okay with hearing that. I am.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have another one because it's delicious. And we'll be back right after this. No, not ready yet. Oh, that's good beer. Okay. I guess we can start. So, Richard finds out the guards are soldiers in the Imperial Order. The Order seems to be hands-off when it comes to the Palace of the Prophets, like we know, not interfering with the sisters or the boys, namely him.
Yeah.
Now, he's had such a good relationship with these guards, and I hadn't considered until I read this that maybe they're only really being that nice to him because he has a collar on. The people outside of the palace might have a very different view of these guys, but we don't know.
Yeah, because apparently they are there to deal with the visitors to the island, because a lot of people come to the palace for multiple different reasons.
Right.
But Richard actually figures that they are functioning as the Emperor's eyes inside the palace, because apparently there's no, crossover other than the fact that the Imperial Order has soldiers all over the palace.
Yeah, these guards in place.
Yeah.
Well, it's the one place in the entire country, and I mean, I think the old world is actually more than one, country per se, but it's the one place that this emperor can't see. So obviously he's gonna want to see.
Yeah.
How else do you do that except put your guys all over? It makes perfect sense.
Put your ears to the ground.
Yeah, exactly. So Richard also finds out that they are keeping a special guest that never comes out.
We know who that is.
Ha. Yeah, it's Nathan, the wizard. The second best Nathan that anybody knows.
Exactly.
So Richard starts testing the guards' loyalty by getting them to let him into some of the restricted areas. This is after he finds this out. He's like, oh shit, there are other places I can't go. Now there's a secret guy that never comes out. His curiosity is piqued.
Piqued.
He wants into some shit.
Yeah. He's got to make sure he gets an eye everywhere. He's got to fully unblock the map.
Yes, exactly. Just like the video game. And he does this under the guise of picking up special flowers or getting a better view. Which was weird. What does he say? Hey, is there a window in there? Can I look at it? Or out it?
It kind of seemed to me that each of these places were outdoor places. Because they either had a flower, or if there wasn't a flower in that particular area, then it was a overcropping of the building, kind of, where he wanted to climb out onto, a bridge or rampart of some type and look out over the sea. He wasn't supposed to go there, but he's like, that's the only place where I can look at the sea from that angle.
Oh.
So let me get out there.
But still, I mean, if you're thinking about palace security.
Oh, yeah, no, it would be super dumb to let him do it.
Yeah, exactly right. No, there's a reason we don't let anybody up there. I like you too. Thanks for the beer. No.
Hey, I've known you for 2 months, maybe. Nah.
Not even. This is a few weeks.
I don't want to lose my head. I'm good.
Right. I've been here literally my entire life. You show up for a half a minute, and I'm just going to disregard my job.
Yeah.
He's a fucking smooth talker, man.
Yeah, eventually he's basically coming and going as he pleases wherever the fuck he wants in the palace. There is no restricted zones for Richard Cypher-Rawl.
Richard Cypher-Rawl?
Yeah.
He's a hyphenate now?
Yeah.
Richard Cypher-Rawl goes where he wants.
Well, we know he has one last name, but apparently...
So say it's Cypher-Rawl.
Apparently he's going by Richard Cypher here to some people, but other people know his dad's name is Rawl. I don't fucking know. So, we'll go with whatever we want.
He's just creating more drama for himself.
Yeah.
So, the flowers that he's picked up from these secret gardens become gifts for the sisters that are giving him lessons. He told them that they were special, and they deserved special flowers obtained artfully.
I would rather you not break rules to bring me flowers, you dickbag.
Or, what changed? Why are you suddenly being nice and bringing us flowers? Don't you hate us? Don't you not trust any of us? Didn't you literally give every one of us a death threat?
Oh no, Pasha rubbed up on me, and we decided that I'm going to try my hardest so I can leave fast.
So she did this weird thing while I was meditating the other day, and suddenly I really want to do everything she wants me to do. Well, he was using his head, or Pasha was. Oh! Anyways. I thought it was weird that he has such a drastic attitude change. There's one thing if you're, okay, I'll be good, begrudgingly, whatever, but then now he's being good, and he is being fucking good.
Oh yeah, he's wearing the red coat, the blue coat, the green coat, all the coats.
Richard in the coat of many colors?
Yeah.
But out of all of the sisters at the palace, Richard only has 6 sisters that teach him directly, some of whom we are extremely excited to meet. Toby and Cecilia are grandmotherly old women. They're nice. They probably make cookies. In fact, Toby does. She brings cookies. Cecilia, she gives forehead kisses.
If I were Richard, I would fucking hate that. And I mean, I know he's trying to pretend to be nice now, but like, it's one thing if your significant other or something gives you a kiss, or your mom or something. He barely knows this woman.
Yeah, I was going to say, the difference is you put up with it if it's your grandma because it's your grandma.
Yeah.
If it's not your grandma, why are you trying to kiss me?
He's a grown-ass man, and she's like, it's, I don't know, infantilizing? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like you're a little kid again. Here comes your aunt. Give me a kiss. No. No.
Yeah.
Let's shake hands. That's about all I want as an 8-year-old kid. But no, this is awful, and there's no excuse.
Yeah.
I'll take the cookies, though.
That's why I thought it was a little bit strange that Richard, even, like, in his thoughts, was totally like, oh, she's a sweet old woman who kisses my head. Because I just personally would not be super cool with that. Like, pat my shoulder.
That'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
So, Marissa and Nikki are the embodiment of pure lust. These two put Pasha to shame.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 sides of a coin. Marissa wears red and her hair is dark, while Nikki wears black, oh sweet black, and has blonde hair with blue eyes. Both are super powerful, and neither the type to sit on the ground, putting them directly in contrast with Pasha.
Yeah, they sit in the chair and are fucking... It's not proper. They're not being proper, but they're at a different level.
They're too good to sit on the ground.
Yeah.
Whereas Pasha is. Pasha is the slut, and these two are like the supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
But they're a little juicier than a regular supermodel, I think. They're not like stick thin. They're like boom.
No, they're just
I know.
perfection. All I mean to say is that Pasha is obviously easy, so she gets the floor. These two are, I guess maybe I didn't mean supermodel, but they're like...
No, I get what you mean.
They're just, you know that song, She's So High Above Me? They're like that.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, holy shit. Like, I even feel bad gawking at you because you're that pretty. I'm sorry. I'm fucking hideous. I'm disgusting. Let me go take a shower.
Well, and he offered Nikki a rose once, and then he felt super silly thinking that either her or Marissa deserved anything less than jewels, because he was like, that was stupid. I was stupid. She didn't want a fucking flower. I look like an idiot.
Hey, you want a flower? And breathing. And she was just like, thanks, Richard. And, passively. And he's like, yeah, Yeah, that was dumb, wasn't it? I'm gonna go jump